Thank God for YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and all the social media. I have been stuck immobile all week. So I am looking forward to this talk today and talking to you guys and just like everything coming up. So I have been suffering for the past week. It's been a week now with a pinched nerve in my neck. That is like the worst place to get a pinched nerve. And it happened. I have honestly no idea how it happened. Last Thursday and Friday, I was working in registrations. I'm at my new place right now, and I was kind of in one position, moving my neck back and forth between the computer and doing all the things. And everything was fine. And then later that night, I could not move my neck, and it was the most excruciating pain I've ever been in. And I was like, what is going on? I've never experienced something like this. It was like the pain was just as bad as having appendicitis when I had my appendix out. This might be a little bit TMI, but having a miscarriage, this was as painful as those things. Like it was crazy. I tried so many things to get the pain to go away, using ice, Tylenol, heat pads, try to lay down. Nothing was working. I could not sleep because I would put it in one position for a little while and it would start throbbing and have to put it in another position and it would hurt to move it. It's basically on this side of my neck where it's my neck meets my head. I already have arthritis in my neck. I went to the doctor years ago. Gosh, I think it was like 2010 or something like that. 2012, oh, maybe 2012. So a long time ago. I got diagnosed with arthritis in my neck. I was doing a boot camp class. I'll give you an example of the boot camp class. For one class, we would do 100 burpees. Do you guys know what burpees are? It's where you get down, you do a push up, and then you jump up and then you get down and do a push up. And that was like the whole class. But after that, my neck would just be so sore, like scary sore, because again, of how close the pain is to my brain, to my head. I'm really always very scared about that because you don't know if it's going to like block blood flow or something. So I was very scared to go to the doctor. I did go to the doctor, but for not for that reason, but I was scared. And also like they would probably make me take an x-ray and maybe not. Maybe they would just say, well, it's nothing, go home. Here's this medicine, go home. But I decided not to go. So I was trying different things, again, not getting very much sleep finally. And I'm just not a medicine person. It is like the last thing I like, especially medicines I don't really take. And overall, I've been very healthy. So I try to leave, which again, I don't like to take those that are ibuprofen or anything like that, just because of like all the side effects that can come with it and the stomach problems and the, bleeding in the stomach and stuff, which I'm sure is very, very rare. But as soon as I took it, it definitely helped so much. It took maybe 50% of the pain away. I mean, I was in so much pain that I could not read a book. I couldn't look at my phone. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even lay down. I was like crying. It hurt so much. I mean, it literally was one of the worst pains. And I didn't even do anything too. I mean, I'm a active person. I train, I do Pilates, I do different things like that. But none of that has hurt it in a long time. Like ever since I did that boot camp class, I do not do crazy things like that. Now I do run, and I have been. I had a little challenge for myself because if I don't have a challenge for myself, Aaron won't work out, and I don't like running at all. I can't stand it. Even though I was on the soccer team in high school, I am not a runner. No, no. But I wanted to do running for a little while. So it's not much. It's probably not any big deal to you guys, but my goal was to get to a 10-minute mile. So I don't like to run any more than that. And when I was younger, I would do three Ks and 5Ks and stuff like that. But I think it's boring. I also think it's bad for your joints, and it's just not fun. Whoever says working out is fun, have fun with that, because that it's working out is not fun. It's good for your body, but it is not fun. So anyway, I had a goal to run a 10-minute mile. I made the goal, but that was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And last week I decided to take a break from running. And then I decided halfway, or I guess later in the week on Thursday. So maybe that's why I got this. On Thursday, I decided to run again, not a mile, but it was more of a leisurely run slash walking up a steep incline on a treadmill. So there could have been that. I'm also very jerky when I talk. If somebody talks to me, I move my head really fast. So that could have been it as well. But all I know is that by Friday night, I could not move anything. And we use our necks for everything. I mean, even to pick things up. Like I couldn't even do any dishes this week. I couldn't. It hurt to chew. It hurt to speak. It hurt to sing. I had to even sing, even though I wasn't around the school at all this week. I had to sing on Wednesday a little bit, and I just tried to not move my mouth very much. It was hard, but and it hurt. It hurt. So everything was fine. I was having less pain. And then I went to acupuncture, and I love acupuncture. If you guys have never done acupuncture, it's so good for singing. It's so good for music playing. We get lots of weird aches and pains sometimes doing repetitive motions and stuff with our body. And it also is good for mood, and it's good for performance anxiety and stuff. And so I go every other week. I have a cool deal. It is called, oh my gosh, it is called Oak City Acupuncture. If you guys are ever looking for, it's right very, very close to the school. It's a block away from the school and off of Falls. And I have been going to them for a while. They're so, so good. But I think it's called Oak City Acupuncture. Anyway, so I went there this week and had her work on my neck. Unfortunately, while I could tell that she was working some stuff out, it definitely aggravated it again. So the rest of the week, I was immobile again. And so today, being Friday, is the first day where I actually am feeling okay. It's not 100%, but I can move my head now. I was talking to somebody and I couldn't even move my head the other day. Like I just couldn't even move my head. And so I can move my head now. I did go to Pilates, probably not the best idea, but I'm tired. I am not one of those people that can stay down for long. So if you've ever had a pinched nerve, please let me know. Neck is like the worst. It's the worst. But it just got me thinking this week, and it got me thinking about how grateful I am for music. I know that sounds so freaking cheesy, but it's like I can't imagine not having that. It's like a part of my identity. If this weren't my job, if music weren't my job, like I would still be doing it all in my free time. If somebody were to ask me to describe myself, I would say I'm a musician or I'm a music lover, because I could literally go to concerts all the time. To me, that is like the best thing to do. Like out of everything, out of going to the beach, out of traveling, concerts are the best. And I have been to some amazing concerts. I don't talk about this enough, but I have I've done some top 10 stuff, but I definitely have some favorite concerts that I've been to. I've been to BTS, I've been to Ed Sheeran and Coldplay, and I've been to some lesser known ones. But one of my favorite concerts I've ever been to, shout out to Liz, who is one of our old teachers. I miss you. Delta Ray, that was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. They came to Raleigh. They were at Lincoln Center, or is it Lincoln Theater? Lincoln, and that band, they are just the most talented. And I actually think I've been to two of their concerts, because one I went to a long time ago. I went to half of it before, but they always do a song acoustic. They come out into the audience and everybody's like around them, and it is the energy. I just can't even describe it, but it is one of the best concerts I've ever been to. But also just in terms of not being able to listen to music this week. Delta Ray, if you guys, I've talked about them before. Liz, yay, we miss you. I hope you're having fun in Seattle. Listen to them. Listen, Liz has put out Liz Hopkins is her name, and she has put out an album, a solo album. Go and listen to that too. It's everywhere. So you can go listen to, she's one of my favorite singers. She's like a better version of Sheryl Crow. And that sounds horrible, but you can tell there's some other influences in there too. I mean, it's her own voice. She's not like, she sings with her own voice. She's not making it happen, but she is amazing. She's truly such a wonderful singer. But there's a new singer out there too that I'm listening to a lot. Her name is Lizzie McAlpine. Lizzie McAlpine. She is like a young Sarah Bareilles, and she is out there. She's going on tour. She's doing a concert in DC in June. I'm going to try to go to that as well. But I just can't imagine my life without music. It's just such a part of my identity. It's just a wonderful community because it's just like something bigger than ourselves. It's like intellectual and creative and just like wherever I go, doesn't matter what country, wherever, it's all, I always want to go check out that scene. And there's just something about musicians that are just so cool. I mean, they're just spending time on this thing that's not tangible, that this I don't know, it's amazing. So if you are looking for a community, if you're looking for some, even like if it's just one-on-one, like we do one-on-one lessons at the school, it is a community because you're getting to know and work with and create with your teacher, and then get together as we all perform together at the end for recitals and stuff like that. And it can help you get ready if you want to go play in ensembles or anything like that. It's just such a cool community because you can just have the worst week, hence my neck, and still be looking forward to the next concert, the next recital, the next this or that, or it's just, it just brings light to my life. So it makes me think about like topics to talk about. Again, I don't know if you can tell, but my two favorite things to talk about and just my reason for being on here is music and self-help. So if you can think of anything else, like can you think of any other cool like top 10 or favorites lists? I haven't done every kind of music that I love. We haven't done country. Now I'm not huge into country, but I do like some pop country. I like some like bluegrass. And so maybe we can talk about that. And maybe some other pop singer-songwriters. I mean, I have lots of cool compilations or playlists on my phone. That's something else I missed this week is I couldn't do any of that. I couldn't even look at my phone really. So I wasn't able to listen to any music. And so today I've been like listening to stuff over and over again. You would have thought I was crazy if you were driving next to me. I was just like, I'm in a middle-aged woman, just like rocking it out, like as loud as you can, like singing and dancing in the car. But I just have missed it so much. I have some weird compilations too, weird playlists. Maybe a fun fact that you don't know about me is that I love Halloween. I love Halloween. Actually, you do know because I've talked about it before, but it's just my favorite. It's just my favorite. The idea that people get to get dressed up. I trick or treated and through college. I love scary movies. I love Halloween music. And so even now, May 10th, I'm listening to Halloween songs. I love Ghostbusters. I love there's a song called Grim, that was a tongue twister, Grim Grinning Ghosts. And it is a Disney song. It's what they do for their haunted house. It's the song that plays throughout. And I love that song. There's so many. So if you looked at my playlist, you would think I was crazy. And I just love it. I just think it's just a part of me now. Is it a part of you? Would you put, if you were to describe yourself, would you say something about music? I mean, it's just amazing. Uh, and I think that doing some more of these favorite lists would be really, really cool. But you even see, I have a family member who's going through Alzheimer's right now. And it's interesting because that is the part of the brain that is not affected. And so there are other like memory slips and things like that. And music, whenever a piece of music that's played, that immediately will start singing, that part of the brain is not ever messed with. And I think that is not by accident. I think that was by design. I don't think anything is by accident. I think we are meant to be exactly the way we are when we're there. So I think that there was a design to that, and there's just nothing like it. And so if you are thinking about joining a community, please reach out. We would love to have you. We will welcome you with open arms. We have a new semester coming up in June. Come find part of your identity. Come be in community with us. All right. Well, have a wonderful week. See you next. Bye.